I dragged myself to the front door after a long, punishing day, longing for nothing more than quiet and rest. But the sight that greeted me knocked the air from my lungs. Laura, my wife, was shoving clothes into a suitcase with frantic hands. My chest clenched, confusion and dread flooding me as I tried to understand. This isn't just another argument, I muttered under my breath before forcing myself to speak. Laura, what's going on? She didn't even look at me. I'm done with this life, Tom. I found someone better. Her words sliced through me like a blade. Better? I stammered, my voice shaking. What do you mean? At last, she turned, a cruel smile tugging at her lips. He's younger, richer. He can give me everything you can't. I'm leaving with him tonight. Before I could respond, the rumble of an engine rattled the windows. I glanced outside to see a sleek sports car glistening in the driveway. A cocky young man climbed out, dripping arrogance, and strode to the door. Who the hell is this? I demanded, barely keeping my voice steady. Without so much as a knock, he swaggered inside. Name's Jake, he said with a smirk. Laura's leaving with me. Forget her, old man. A storm of anger, grief, and disbelief raged inside me. But instead of lashing out, an odd calm washed over me. I drew a steady breath and looked at Laura. If you walk out with him, I said, low and firm, you are never welcome back. She didn't hesitate. Slinging the bag over her shoulder, she walked out without looking back, disappearing into the night with Jake. The silence that followed was suffocating. Days blurred into weeks. My world felt shattered, but I refused to stay broken. I threw myself into work, pushed harder at the gym, and began piecing myself back together. Slowly, people noticed a change. I was sharper, stronger, more driven. One afternoon, while browsing property listings, something caught my eye. A luxury condo in the very building Laura and Jake had moved into. Not just any unit. The penthouse. A spark lit inside me. Without hesitation, I bought it. For months, I poured myself into turning that space into a reflection of the new me, modern, bold, alive with light. I discovered new passions, cooking, painting, creating things to fill the void she left behind. Meanwhile, Laura's perfect new life began to unravel. Jake wasn't the savior she thought. He was arrogant, controlling, and often absent. The shine wore off, leaving her steeped in regret. The night of my housewarming, music and laughter spilled from the penthouse windows. Curiosity drew her in, and she showed up. When she walked through the door, her eyes widened. There I was, confident, happy, surrounded by friends. "Tom, what are you doing here?" she whispered, stunned. I smiled calmly. "I live here now. Welcome to my home." Her expression faltered, regret flooding her face. She realized too late the man she left behind had risen from the ashes, stronger than ever. Not long after, her relationship with Jake imploded in a vicious fight. He stormed out, leaving her alone. Out of options, she came to me. Tears streaked her face as she choked out, "I made a mistake, Tom. Please take me back." I met her eyes, steady and unshaken. "Laura, you made your choice. I've moved on. I'm happier now. You need to find your own path." And I closed the door, leaving her to face the mess she created. From that moment on, my life only grew brighter. I traveled, embraced new hobbies, and met incredible people. Eventually, I began writing about my journey, sharing the lessons I had learned. To my surprise, my words resonated with people across the world. Messages poured in from strangers who said my story gave them the strength to walk away from toxic relationships and start fresh. That's when I realized this was bigger than me. My pain had become hope for others. Betrayal was a fire that forced me to grow into someone stronger than I ever thought possible. And the lesson was clear. The best revenge isn't confrontation. It's transformation. It's living so fully that the people who broke you see they never had a chance of keeping you. And that's exactly what I did.